Councilmember Moore. Councilmember Severe.
Present.
Councilmember Fox.
Present.
Councilmember Williams.
Present.
Mayor Durham.
Present.
All present, Mayor quorum.
All right, with the quorum present, we'll call this meeting to order. This is a regular scheduled meeting for June 28, 2018. We're going to start today's meeting, like we always do, with a word of prayer and our Pledge of Allegiance. I'll ask everyone to stand for a word of prayer. Robin, would you lead us in a word of prayer? And Jamie, would you lead us in the pledge afterwards?
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, for the many blessings we've had. Thank you for this city. And I pray that this meeting will go in decency and order. In your holy name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Gentlemen, we have a group of Boy Scouts here with us today, and Mr. Dale, or Robin Dale, are you here today? That's Mr. Sorry, Robin.
Yes, sir.
I got Robin next to me, and
That's quite all right.
do you want to give us a little rundown of what's going on?
Yes, sir. What it is we are working on citizenship in the community today, which is an Eagle required merit badge. So we have Miss Janet Glass's troop, which is 265, and my troop, which is 264, combined together here today in front of you.
All right. And all of them are on track to be Eagle Scouts?
And they say.
Yes.
I'd love for them to be able to stand up and introduce themselves.
Would y'all mind doing that?
Sure.
Okay.
My name's Aaron Baker from Troop 265. I'm working on my Eagle Scout. I'm a Life Scout right now.
Right.
My name is Trenton Staggs, and I'm working, obviously, on this merit badge, and I'm currently a 10-foot second class.
Riley Mobbs, first class. I'm a first class scout working on Eagle.
Landon, I'm a scout.
My name is Colton Wood. I'm working on the citizenship merit badge. I'm currently a Boy Scout. Jason Corbin, I'm a scout.
Shane Hogan. I'm a tenderfoot working toward my Eagle Scout.
Great. So how many steps away is a tenderfoot from an Eagle Scout?
Long way.
A long way.
Long way. Wasn't you Boy Scout?
Not that high, not this.
It's scout rank, tenderfoot rank, second class, first class, star, and life, then Eagle.
Okay, so you're a Life Scout? You're also so you're an accessory. OPG.
Plus 3 or 4 projects, 13 Eagle required merit badges, and 10 other electives.
Hey, Tammy, you want to tell a story? I prefer not. I enjoyed the times when I was a Boy Scout.
We have some of those now today.
And we will be heading out to camp in 2 weeks at Bobby's Farm.
So I'll give you a little, what you'll see today is regular business for the city of Lawrenceburg. We meet twice a month on the second and fourth Thursday of every month. And we also have meetings in between where we discuss the issues. There's not a lot of debate that goes on during the regular scheduled meetings of the city council. Most of that goes on during work sessions. And so most of the time when resolutions make it to our table or ordinances make it to our table, all the details have already been worked out. And so this meeting is typically a formality of all the work that's been done in the background, plus the city of Lawrenceburg has a lot of employees that work toward getting all the work done to come to the table every second and fourth Thursday. And so we don't spend a lot of time in debate. Sometimes you'll hear some good debate. We have several ordinances on the agenda today, and we have a couple of resolutions and one resolution. So it should move pretty quick. So hopefully, if And so since this is a special day for you guys, if any of you have a question about what's going on, we'll be glad to take a second and answer what's going on. Be glad to do that. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here.
Mayor,
Yes.
I asked Howard to come and take some pictures with the Boy
Okay.
Scouts.
All right. Are y'all wanting to stay for the whole meeting, or are y'all leaving it? It won't take long.
We can stay.
Okay.
Love to have you.
All right. So, Howard, you need to...
We'll just wait.
Just wait. Okay.
You don't, it's not past noon, I'll wait.
No, it won't. All right, so the only announcement that I have today that's out of the ordinary, or not really out of the ordinary, once a year, is that city office will be closed July 4th, Wednesday, and residential cart pickup will be the next day on Thursday. Gentlemen, we had a special call business meeting yesterday, and the minutes of that meeting, let me see, is there a copy here? Yes. The minutes of that meeting are in your pamphlet, and if there's no additions, changes, or deletions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Okay, I got a motion to approve. And a second. Do we have any discussion on those minutes? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of approving those minutes, let me know by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And those minutes are approved. Gentlemen, also in front of you, you have the minutes of our previous regular scheduled meeting. And if there's no additions, changes, or deletions to those minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve those.
Motion to approve that.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of approving the minutes, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and turn the table over to you for your business this morning.
I have a couple of announcements this morning. First, I'd like to welcome Chaz Morrow. He's our new IT director with the city. He's with us this morning. He comes to us from Giles County School Systems. He was a technology specialist with them for, I think, since 2001. So we're lucky to have Chaz with us. Just want to welcome him this morning. Also announced that we have received word that we've been approved for a $15,000 grant for the restoration of the David Crockett Monument. We'll be working with the chamber on that, trying to get that accomplished as quick as we can. We'll still have to go through the process with the state of approving contracts and so forth, but it does give us a good head start on getting the monument restored. Also, the Safe Route to School grant should be kicking off pretty soon. We were afraid that was going to be delayed. There was some concern that it may be all the way up into the school year before they started, but we have received word that it should start in the next week or two, hopefully be completed. This is a sidewalk project from Ingram South School up to Weekly Creek and Springer. We've also been busy this week. We've had 3 employees apply for retirement. Not immediately, but coming up in the near future, you'll see a few of our older employees that are be retiring. So we've been busy with that. The only other thing I had this morning, instead of the department manager report, Rachel Grigsby from the Chamber of Commerce is here to discuss Freedom Fest. She's got a lineup and just kind of give us a rundown on everything that's going to be going on this weekend.
Thank you for having me here. I'm Rachel Grigsby. I'm the tourism coordinator for the Chamber. First and foremost, I just wanted to thank the City of Lawrenceburg for your part in supplying the fireworks for this event. Y'all have been doing this since 2002, I believe, and have kept on doing it even after the Liberty Day Festival discontinued. This is a really great event that draws in more people. We saw this as an opportunity for something to build on, to bring in even more people. Let's get them here, get them to spend their money here. So we decided to go forward with Loco Freedom Fest. We just kind of rebranded it. It is similar to the Liberty Day Festival with a few differences. Just things like now we have food trucks. We didn't really have food trucks back then. So for this event, we're going to have 15 different food trucks and food vendors. So come hungry. There will be plenty of food there. I'm sorry, I've been sick, so my voice isn't very, very good. Other things that we will have inflatables. Those are supplied by United Church. There are other nonprofits and civic organizations and churches that will be supplying games for people to come and enjoy. We will have a bungee trampoline, a gyroscope ride, and then with the lineup, the gates open at 4. We've got open mic starting at 4:30, and then at 5:30 we're going to have an eagle program. So we've got David Haggard with Tennessee State Parks. He's coming in and bringing a bald eagle, and he's going to do a program on that. And then at 6:30, the Skylighters will be performing their farewell show. So everybody just come out and see that, and basically just say goodbye to the Skylighters. A lot of people grew up with them. I believe they started when my parents were in high school, so we're excited to see them. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have the Northern Lights of Nashville, Tennessee come in and play. And then at 9 o'clock is when we're going to be shooting off the fireworks. And I hope everybody's able to make it.
So what is open mic? Jamie's interested in that.
So basically, we just want to give every aspiring artist or people that have some kind of talent a platform to come and perform, get their name out there, maybe get the jitters out, just to kind of start up. So this is more for, you know, if you have a good voice and you can play guitar and you want to do something like that, then come and do it. We do ask that you send in, you know, an audition video or something like that, because you never know what you might get up there. We want to know beforehand what we are putting up there, but that's, we'll have 3 performers for that part.
Mayor, have you ever been on a cruise? They have open mics on cruise where you get the whole orchestra. Go up there and do that. Not that I did that year.
This might not be as entertaining as that.
Huh?
So this might not be as entertaining as that. I've been on a cruise and I've seen some of those people before.
That's kind of fun.
Well, thank you.
And that is this Saturday.
This is this Saturday, June 30th.
4 p.m. through the fireworks.
Yeah, is the yard sale sold out? We bought a spot. So.
You did buy a spot?
Yeah.
I haven't got an update from them yet. Columbia State is running that, but they're also doing a community yard sale in conjunction with Freedom Fest that starts at 7 a.m. at Columbia State.
When's the closed mic session?
You gonna be open mic, huh?
Closed mic.
Just send in a picture. All right. So, any updates on the fire department restoration or remodel?
Jay did, I contacted Jerry Reynolds, and Jerry in turn reached out to Jay, and Jay, you can tell it's basically the same story as it's been in the past, but I'll let Jay fill you in on that.
We met, he came down with electrical engineer and mechanical engineer week before last, I think it was, and kind of went through everything again and just answered some questions, and basically same story, different day. They go back and make the final stuff and you get the fire marshal's office.
It's changing that the electrical engineers have to come down and all that kind of stuff.
He wanted them to come down for one last final thing to make sure everything, since the plan had changed midstream some months ago, they never had been back down, but they weren't there. The honest thing, weren't there 10 minutes. So they had everything they needed. That's where we're at.
Is he running our sidewalk restoration project? I'm just kidding.
Not my department.
Oh, man, he's got to have some humor today. Thank you, Jay. You may, for the rest of my term, you may hear me ask that every week until something happens. All right. You got any more business, Chris?
That's all I have.
All right. I don't have any old business on the table, so we'll go to new and legal business, and Mr. Gretz, I'll turn the table over to you.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance 1235, an ordinance to amend 1207 entitled Budget Appropriations of Revenue and Expenditures for the 17-18 fiscal year. In the Codes Department budget, this is to provide for an expenditure on office supply expenses for open records request, and that's for second and final reading.
Motion to approve.
All right, I got a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. We have any discussion on ordinance number 1236? That's 12, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, God, it's 1235.
1235.
We have any other discussion on ordinance number 1235? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of ordinance number 1235, let me know by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And ordinance number 1235 is approved on second and final reading.
Ordinance 1236, an ordinance to amend 1207 entitled Budget Appropriations of Revenue and Expenditures for the 17-18 fiscal year. For the Police Department budget, this is to provide for $7,000 in revenues that were not in the budget and corresponding expenses. That's for second and final reading.
Motion to approve.
All right, got a motion to approve. Second. And a second. Have any discussion on this? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of ordinance number 1236, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And ordinance number 1236 is approved on second and final reading.
Ordinance 1237, an ordinance to amend 789 entitled zoning ordinance of the city of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. This is a request from Brown Gobble to rezone property on the east side of Gobble Street to C3 from C4. This is based on a recommendation of the Planning Commission and is here for first reading.
Motion to approve.
All right, I got a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. Do we have any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of this ordinance, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that ordinance moves to second reading.
A way of announcement, the public hearing on this ordinance will be held July 26th. Ordinance 1238, it's ordinance to amend 789 entitled the zoning ordinance of the city of Lawrenceburg. This is a request of Duke and Gobble Properties to zone property located on the west side of North Locust Avenue to C2 from R1. This is also based on a recommendation of the Planning Commission. It's here for first reading.
All right, gentlemen, what's your pleasure on ordinance number 1238?
Second.
A motion to approve and second. Is there any discussion on ordinance number 1238? I'd like to say that Gobble Properties and Duke Properties, I am a business partner with Jeremy Gobble, who is a partner in this, and so I just need to make that public. I have no dealings in any of this that's going on here, but I'm a business partner in a separate business with him, so I think I need to make that public. But I have no dealings in this at all. So, is there any other?
It's the part where they're cleaning up here on the highway.
That's where they're going to build a hotel. All right, any other discussion on ordinance number 1238? Seeing no further discussion, if you are in favor of ordinance number 1238, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed? And I will abstain from voting, and ordinance number 1238 moves to second and final reading.
Public hearing on ordinance 1238 will be July 26th. Next, gentlemen, a resolution of the Board of Mayor and Council of the City of Lawrenceburg to declare certain property in the police department surplus to be sold in accordance with the Lawrenceburg purchasing policy. There are some vehicles and firearms, and that is here for your consideration today.
Motion to approve.
I got a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. Any discussion on this ordinance? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of ordinance number 1239, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Ordinance number 1239 is approved on second and final reading.
It's Mayor, that was
First reading.
1239, it was a resolution, I didn't have them in order, so.
That's okay.
And so you need to announce that we passed the resolution today, as opposed to on second and final reading of the ordinance 1239.
Okay, so we haven't took action on 1239.
No,
So,
sir, we'll
okay,
take
so
that.
gentlemen, that was a resolution in front of us, and so your vote was for that resolution, and it was approved, and so that resolution is approved.
Now 1239, it's an ordinance to amend ordinance 1207 entitled the Budget Appropriations of Revenue and Expenditures for the 17-18 fiscal year. This deals with the annual appropriations.
911 budget.
And this is for second and final reading, and that's for your consideration.
Motion to approve.
I got a motion to
Second.
approve and a second. Any discussion on this? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of this ordinance 1239, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed? And ordinance number 1239 is approved on second and final reading.
That's all my business today, Mr. Mayor.
All right, any other councilmen have any discussion for the city of Lawrenceburg this morning?
I want to thank the Boy Scouts for being here. Hope
hope you learned a little bit. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn?
Second.
And a second, and this meeting is adjourned.